Parenting skills for the real world. Destructive habits. Punishing. So, as said before, we're going over the destructive habits and details, and this lecture is about punishing. It'll be a little longer than the others because I do have a supplement that goes with it. So, punishing is following through on one's threats in a demeaning, demoralizing way. Punishment leads to rebellion more than correction. It temporarily appeases the victim while solidifying spite in the offender. Please read the middle part again. Punishment leads to rebellion more than correction. In my world, I find ways by getting to know somebody that what works to help the child correct their inappropriate behavior. If it doesn't correct the behavior and it just makes you feel good that that child got that punishment, then you're going to see the behavior probably worsen. And as you get older and the child gets older and you're not quite so energetic and they have all the energy and they're a teenager, and that's when it gets really scary. And that may be the time frame that you're here with me right now to go over that, because you have a teenager who's terrifying you, and that's okay. So in the supplement, punishment versus consequences, we talk about consequences can vary from natural to predetermined boundaries or procedures. They are simply what occurs after choice or decision is made. So if a child does not go to class when I'm telling them it's time to go to class, I will just say first class, then free choice. Then usually someone will scream, "No, I don't want to go to class. I want free choice now. No, 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 no." And that's actually kind of light, but that's okay. And then I will just repeat, first class, then free choice. First class, then free choice. And I will just continue to say that, because at that point, in the middle of the behavior, it's not about punishing. Class is not a punishment. Reading a book or doing our schoolwork is not a punishment. We first need to do some things in life before we can have our free choice. First, I go to work every day, and at the end of the day, at 3:30 in the afternoon, it is now my time or free choice to do what I would like. But in order for me to have certain things like a paycheck, I need to go into work until 3:30, and then first work, then free choice. So this is the natural order of our society at this point. That's all we're doing. It's not about punishment. And yes, it is our jobs as the adults in these children's lives to help them learn what those are. Because guess what? Do I want to sit home and, watch Netflix? Some days I do, but I do need to go to work. So here's some examples of a choice or decision that's made in a natural consequence. I touch a hot stove and my hand gets burned. I spend all my money on payday and I don't have any money until next payday. I don't exercise and or eat healthy. The natural consequence, my weight and health declines. Well, your weight goes up, your health declines. I run through the house and jump on furniture. I might get hurt or break material objects. So here's an example of some choices with predetermined consequences. I don't complete a class assignment. I might end up failing the class, or summer school might be required. I do not pay my internet bill. My internet service is turned off. I park in a no parking zone. My car might get towed. I punch someone. I might get arrested. So here is something that's really important. As parents, we often block the natural consequences, or even the predetermined ones we ourselves as parents or educators decided upon. In the heat of the moment, when exhausted, run down, and frustrated, we turn to punishment as that knee-jerk reaction. So why do we do this? Because it does tend to work immediately, however, only temporarily. Since it's temporary, parents become emotionally and physically exhausted dealing with the reappearance of the same behavior problems again and again and again and again. Essentially, it's the same as treating the symptoms alone of an illness and never seeking or attempting to discover the root cause of any illness. Thus, we place ourselves in an endless loop, a loop that adds to the already heightened frustration and exhaustion most parents are feeling daily. Wow, that was pretty deep. And I do love working with kids. And if you ever get to see me do it in person, I'm pretty good at what I do. And this is from years and years and years of working with kids and parents and helping them get through some very serious behaviors. That being said, you know I love water. I actually really don't like water being sprinkled in my face. I really don't like that. You know, those splashers at the pool. Oh, don't like that. I do like being underwater. I love scuba diving, snorkeling, swimming. Oh, and it's a beautiful flower. It was very soothing. I enjoy this very much. I'll be quiet so that you can enjoy it. I think this is Peru. It looks kind of Peruvian. I've never been. I'm just going off the Emperor's New Groove. But it does look kind of peaceful and calming.